Hey guys, it's Alan, and welcome to another video. Today we're pushing film aside and bringing coffee back over. I wanted to reference my last video I made about steaming milk and talk more about the espresso machine I use and I have been using for the last year. In my last video, I got a few comments asking more about the machine because there's not really that much content on YouTube about it. So today I want to go into the pros and cons and my overall thoughts of the machine having it for a year. Let's get into it. Overall, the Profitec Pro 300 is an amazing first machine. It sits at, I believe, $1,800, so under that $2,000 mark, which is a lot of money, but for the machine you're getting, it's a great price. Other machines that I was debating about getting were the Breville dual boiler, the Espresso Duo, and then the Rocket Apartamento. So all those machines are awesome machines from all the reviews I've watched, but I have never used any of them. I had used a Profitec Pro 700 in the past, and I really enjoyed my experience with it, but didn't really want to spend that kind of money on a machine. The Profitec Pro 300 is a very apartment-friendly size machine, fits right under the counter, is not very wide, and most importantly, it's a dual boiler. So I can steam my milk and pull a shot at the same time. So let's go into the pros. The main pros of the machine are, one, it's a dual boiler, so I can steam milk and pull a shot of espresso. And it's a very good sized and powerful dual boiler for the price. I've pulled probably around 4 shots and steamed milk in a row and haven't had any issues. If you're looking for something that can, when you host people at your home, if you can do a few in a row, this thing is very capable of doing that. Beyond 4 or so, I don't know. I think it starts to fall off, but I would say 3 to 4 mark it's pretty strong on keeping up its pressure for pulling shots and steaming milk at the same time. Another pro of this machine is the build quality. You can probably sense that in the photos or the videos on YouTube, but the build quality is very, very good. Every button or switch, from the siding of the metal, the whole thing's stainless steel. It's heavy. When you pull your portafilter, the whole machine doesn't move. It's a good weight, and I haven't had any issues with anything breaking or falling off. Not that I'm very rough on it. It stays in the same place in my apartment, but overall, that's a huge pro. The build quality is definitely worth the price. Another pro of it is the readout display, showing the pressure and also the shot timer and temperature. I didn't really think I'd use it all that much because I have a timer on my scale, but it is even better because the location of it is I can watch my scale of like how many grams out are coming through, and I can look up and see my time right there, and it's very spot on with obviously with the switch. So that's definitely one of my favorite things about it. Pro number 3 is, for its size, I think it holds a lot of water. I'll go probably a whole week. I use it probably twice a day, and I'll go a whole week of pulling shots and steaming milk and not run out of water, which is always a plus. I was worried about that with other machines. I was like, they have small reservoirs and I don't want to be changing this out every 3 days or so, but this holds up. It holds a lot of water, and it doesn't become an annoyance. And pro number 4 or 5, I can't remember, is ease of use. When I got this machine, I had never really used an espresso machine other than like at my brother's house here and there, but it was very easy to learn how to pull a good shot of espresso, steam milk, but also just use the machine. So very user friendly and very fun to use. So for the con side of things, con number 1 is probably the steam power. I've noticed, comparing it to the Pro 700, the steam power is less. I need to, just when I'm steaming my milk and I'm in the aeration phase of things, I need to aerate it a little longer than I would to a Pro 700 or obviously in a commercial machine. That is a con, and I've noticed that as I start making more and more drinks in a row, you kind of see that. Con number 2 would be the catch tray. It's pretty shallow, and moving it, getting it out is very easy, but moving it when it's full and not dripping gross coffee water on the ground is it's a little bit of an art. You get used to it, but I wish it was a little deeper. Con number 3, and this doesn't really apply to me, but if you're looking to do this with a coffee cart, like put this thing on a coffee cart, it might, again, going back to how many you can make in a row, it might not be the best, because if you need to consistently do like 10 shots in a row and steam milk 10 times in a row, it's not going to be able to do that. It's a small dual boiler, and it's really only made for your apartment or your house and entertaining a few people or just for yourself. I think that's it for the cons. There is one pro that I actually forgot about that is a huge pro, and that's you're going to save a ton of money. Me and my wife would get, iced lattes or cortados or hot lattes at our local coffee shop pretty much every day. And we were spending hundreds of dollars a month, obviously, on coffee. When we switched to having our own espresso machine, once we paid off the initial entry fee of the actual machine and the grinder, it's like $1 for every cup versus 6, So that saved us so much money. And I think it's a huge pro that people overlook. It's like, it's obviously a big reason why people get espresso machines, because of how much money you'll save in the long run. Okay, so here's a little overview of the machine as I kind of show some B-roll here. We've got your steam knob control, and on your right, you actually have a hot water tap as well. And then obviously you have your on switches down here on the bottom. This will turn on just your steam, or it'll turn on just your espresso. Really nice switches, like quality stiff switches. And then it comes with this dual spout portafilter, which has been really great. No complaints. Super easy to clean. The basket comes out, so you can clean underneath the basket. The catch trays down here, it removes like this. You can just remove the top, or you can remove the whole basket and dump it out and clean it out. It's all stainless steel, so very easy to clean. And another nice thing is the water reservoir easily pops out, and you can go fill it up that way. I don't do that just because of where mine's located. I just use my gallon jug to dump in here, but you can pop it out for cleaning as well. Super easy. And overall, it's just a great first machine. Even if like you're intermediate and you've had a Breville for a while and you want to upgrade, I think this is an amazing upgrade. It looks amazing on your counter, and it performs great, and the build quality is second to none. That's pretty much all I've got for this machine in this video. If you have any more questions about making coffee or the machine itself, or my grinder, or any of my accessories, please let me know in the comments below, or shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I'll get back to you guys. Love talking coffee, love talking film stuff. Just hit me up, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much.